Welcome back to Lone Knight Gaming. Welcome back to Persona 5 Royal.
Welcome, welcome.
Last time, we left off with a lot of shit.
You've got 12 days till expulsion.
12 days to see the change of heart. It's changed now. But yes.
Oh, wait, okay, right, we did complete the palace last episode. Couldn't remember.
That's incredible.
Alright, I forgot there's the video store debt collectors in this game.
Have you seen Kamoshida? You really think he changed?
I hope he's changed. Our asses are kind of on the line.
Oh, Study hall will be held instead of PE today. Mr. Kamoshida.
Really?
He ain't.
Don't tell anyone that. But we received word that Mr. Kamoshida is placing himself under suspension.
Wait.
Such an important time before the tournament, too. Principal Kobayakawa went to talk to him about it, but he supposedly.
Wait.
The talks about your expulsions may be put on hold. Anyway, I've relayed what's.
Meanwhile, while Kevin's playing through this, I'm in the middle of replaying Heavensward in Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, I think I can hear a little bit of it through your mic.
Sorry, I'll turn it down a little bit.
I just hear like a woman's voice, and I'm like,
That's Y'shtola.
Yeah, of course.
Basically lecturing Estinian about how the eye can, like, turn on him if he's not careful. Which, you know, foreshadowing.
Yeah, you know. Look, I know an eye for an eye, but I think you're taking this a little too literally.
I do think it's really interesting, like, just looking back on it, comparatively, especially compared to all the stories of the expansions, the base A Realm Reborn it's good, but it's frankly, like, as weird as it sounds, the weakest part of the story. But, like, I wouldn't say Heavensward's my favorite story arc of any of the whole game, but God, it's such like a fucking step up.
Do it.
And again, I don't want to disparage the base game, because base game is still really enjoyable if you go through it with like with a positive attitude. But God, everything after that, like, they just like pulled out all the stops on storytelling. And I'm not going to say it never had any weak points again, because that would be like way too rose-tinted glasses.
Yep.
But
Well. Huh?
Yeah, I just found the super helpful assist button, which is like, hey, where are my confidants? And so here we are.
Oh.
What are you
doing the first part of Takemi's confidant line.
Yep. She locked me in. I'm not locked in a room with her. She's locked. No, wait. Fuck, other way around.
No, you're definitely locked in here with her.
Yeah. I'm not locked
She
in
knows how to poison and stab your ass.
I'm not locked in a room with her. I'm locked in a room with death itself. There we go. I did it.
Huh?
Oh, thank God she unlocked the door.
Take care.
Can I do work for it? Oh wait, I can fucking talk about the con now. I haven't talked about this now. I can say the things I can talk about.
I was gonna say, use your own discretion just due to the nature of the con, but
Yeah, no, nothing bad really happened at the con. Basically what happened was, my friends woke me up, gave me a call. At first I thought, oh, digital recording is fine, and my friend was gonna print out my name tag. Or my little badge. Nope! My friends call me and be like, hey, you need a physical thing of your vaccination card. That'd be a good thing to have. And also, and I was like, wait, what? So I tear apart my room for the vaccination card. I only find the first one I did, which I ironically lost when I was trying to find the second one.
That's interesting that they... Like, I get requiring proof of vaccination, but I'm very surprised that they still require the physical vaccination card, because not a lot of places still do, and I feel like a lot of people have either stopped updating theirs or have lost track of it.
Yeah, no, that's not what happened at the thing. I was fine. They took the digital one. But my friends were like, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Meanwhile, I'm like, what if it's not fine? And then we drove from my house 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes from my house. They're like, Kevin, did you get your badge? I'm like, what are you talking about? You said you'd print out my badge. Because I printed out my badge the previous day, but they wanted to print out, like, a better version. And they're like, oh, well, that sucks, and they keep on driving. And then, as soon as we get to the con, they turned around to get my friend's, like, vaccination card. But they didn't turn around as we were leaving my driveway to get my badge.
What the hell did I just walk into?
I'm talking about the con.
talking about the shit you went through at the con.
Oh, Jesus.
Nonetheless...
Are we streaming?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
Sorry.
We're doing
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't
I
you...
wasn't sure if we're doing Persona tonight or GoldenEye.
Oh. I wasn't
No, we're
prepared
going to do
for
GoldenEye tomorrow if you're up for it.
I should be. I'm currently watching the Royal Rumble.
I see.
Weird thing, they started the show with the men's Royal Rumble going first. They don't usually do this. Which I'm fine with it. I get to see like the big match, but still.
Are you?
Yeah. Fuck, what was it? Yes. Anyways, they got Wendy... Meanwhile, during all this time, they got Wendy's without me.
Now that's
And
disrespect.
my friend
That's
didn't
some
even...
disrespect. Oh
Keep
my
in mind,
God.
it was both my brother and, like, my friend.
Yeah, no,
and the third
it wasn't
friend
like
of this...
you were acquaintances with these people. It was like your brother and one of your good friends
Right.
just went and got food without you.
And then my other friend, he didn't even order anything at the Wendy's. He was snacking on the leftovers.
Oh, the disrespect.
So I didn't eat anything until we got to the con. And it's like basically a 2-hour drive.
Just beeline for the food court as soon as you get through.
Because like we had to check
Why?
into the hotel room at 5 or something like that.
Why would they have even picked you up something like just in case? Like, hey, Kevin might want some like chicken nuggets or something.
That's a dick move.
Or Kevin might want some French fries.
Look, man. Look, man. I'm just fucking getting to it.
I'm sorry, man.
It's like, fucking, we drive down. I was hungry. We all register for the con. We get checked into our hotel rooms, all that stuff. And then I'm like, I'm hungry. And the only place to eat was this Irish pub. And neither of them were hungry. I was the only one that was hungry. It was such a pain. I got, like, really... It's not bad enough that they gave me really shitty, like, Caesar salad with a really shitty fork. I had to scoop up the salad with the fork, because they didn't have pointy prongs for me to point and, like, stab the salad properly.
This hurts to listen to.
And I'm just like, oh, okay, great. And then I have, like, they had, like, beer pretzels, and the beer pretzels were, like, pretty expensive. But, like, it's fine. They weren't, like, the big soft-baked pretzels. They were basically, like, mozzarella sticks, but pretzels.
Ooh.
No cheese in the middle, but, like, just, like, the shape of them, like, the rectangular pretzels.
Still, beer cheese pretzels sound really good right now.
Oh, they're amazing. Re-Raw is on Church Street in Burlington.
No, I've had beer cheese pretzels before. I'm just saying, like, now I'm feeling a little
Oh, yeah,
hungry,
they
even
did
though I
have-
just had a decent-sized dinner.
They did
No,
have...
I know.
They did have, like, cheese dip, to which one of the times, full disclosure, my brother got, like, Becky drunk, if you know what
No. I know. I'm familiar with Becky Drunk.
I'm familiar with Becky drunk. Yeah.
I like how, like, I've made up the term Becky drunk, but everybody I've talked to about with, like, Becky drunk, they're immediately like, I immediately know what you mean.
We know
Yeah.
exactly the type.
Yeah, the one who's like saying stuff, and then he's like, "Am I saying it so loud?" Meanwhile, he's talking at medium volume while everybody else is shouting. And then he gets like a chicken wing. He's like, "You know what? You need to eat." And then dips this like entire chicken wing in cheese sauce and throws it on my other friend's plate. They ate it.
You reminded me of the appetizers I had last night. It was chicken chicken fingers, potato skins, and mozzarella sticks. Oh, they were good.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni.
And
Potato
then
skins are highly underrated, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
Oh yeah, no, they're a great appetizer.
Great appetizer.
They're very versatile.
Yeah. Hold on. We're down to the final two of the Rumble. It's Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. It's gonna be good.
cool. And then I don't know if I should continue my story or should wait till the resolution of this wrestle match.
You'll hear the resolution. Don't worry.
Okay.
Go on, Kevin.
So, my brother and one of my friends, we are a party of 4. 2 out of 4 of us get like super hammered. Like I saw my brother go from Becky drunk to Anxiety drunk because this was his first time getting drunk in public.
Also, for the audience's sake, from about this point in the story onward, we had been getting like updates from Kevin during this time.
Yeah, my brother's friends have also been receiving text messages from to just highlight the final moments of that conversation because the rest of it wasn't. I didn't really read the rest of it, but the glimpse I saw was like, it's not even 7. I'm so drunk. Some other word, and then it's like, I am not 7. Like, he has to state that he's not 7, and I'm just like, what are you talking about?
What?
I feel like I had this conversation with you guys a few times when I got drunk.
I don't think you were ever that bad, or then maybe again, considering my extended family, my standards might just be warped for what is that bad.
Maybe.
And then I text his friend like, hey, this is Kevin. He's with me. I don't drink. He's totally fine. He's totally fine. And then my friend who's like he was the one that helped me escort these 2 assholes to the hotel room. He's like, Kevin, let me see the phone, because like he's not like as drunk, but he's still a little tipsy. So I give him the phone, and he's like, yo, what's up? It's Big Turkey. I got your home slice. And then I grab the phone from him. I message back.
Yo, what's up? It's Big Turkey. No! Oh, thank God. Go on.
Okay. Jesus, that was a sharp no. And then I message back like, I'm sorry, I thought he was going to reassure you that he was in good hands.
Big Turkey.
And then I escort my brother to the bathroom, and everybody at the con was super nice, and chill. One of the people turns to me and is like, "You're such a good friend." Meanwhile, I'm escorting my own brother to the bathroom to take a piss. And I'm like,
reminds me when I graduated high school, my dad and I went out to California for a week.
Mm-hmm.
And just fucking drove up and down the state, hit some stops. One of our stops was to meet up with my uncle. He's not like biologically my uncle, but my dad and him were best friends as kids. And
he's that kind of uncle.
When his sister, like his brother married my dad's sister.
Okay.
So he's like a second uncle, basically.
No, I get it.
But so we met up with him, and like me, my dad, and him and his son go out for dinner at this local Irish pub. Ironically, it's like a pub/restaurant type deal. But as we're like eating, like again, it's a bar, and when my dad and Paul get around each other, they get a little rowdy. So like they're decently like in a few drinks, and as they get a little more tipsy, Paul starts trying to set up his son with, like trying to like say, oh, the waitress is flirting with you. It's like, eventually Paul gets up to go to the bathroom, and I'm just like, dude, I am so sorry for how our dads are acting. It's like, it's fine. It's like, frankly, at this point, like, you can't get much worse. As he says that, Paul's head like pokes over the edge of our booth as he's coming back from the bathroom, as if it's like the most cursed poetic timing. This whole story is made even funnier by the fact that my second cousin has since come out as gay.
Oh.
I know. The usual, right? Okay. As you can see, if you could lend a hand.
Yeah. Anyways, in the meantime, we made a contract with Dr. Death and Sojiro Boss.
Steve Williams? Holy shit.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
That's a very obscure pro wrestling reference. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's fine. Anyways, you think that'd be the end of it? But no, we're walking back, and my brother's like trying to calm my other friend who's like a little tired because like of how hard he's been hitting it, and he's talking rapidly and frantically, like not how you would calm down a person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, could you chill a little bit? And he turns to me, he's like, I'm trying to keep him fucking awake. Don't you stop me. And meanwhile, I'm just like, okay, whatever works for you.
Don't you fucking dare! No!
Isn't the owner of that cafe?
Okay.
Yeah. And then we get back to the hotel room.
I am thou.
And then we get to the main part of the activities. We were supposed to go to an improv session that night, but no. We rightfully stood by everybody's side throughout the night.
Counting on your help.
Yeah, good call on that one.
Yep. We wake up the next morning. We go to the stalls where they sell all the equipment. Or, like, not all the equipment. Oh my god, that sounds super sophisticated. All the merchandise.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay. All the
Now,
equipment.
is this the same? Was that the same night? Remind me, where you had to fight your brother and your friends who all passed out and like took up all the bed space in the hotel.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. No. To make my life worse.
And we were having to talk you out of the idea that you were just gonna try to sleep with blankets on the floor. It's like, Kevin, no.
Oh,
Push
you
one
guys
of
are
them
so
over
nice.
and
You
sleep
thought
on
that
the bed.
you guys thought I had blankets during that? Jeez,
Yeah,
you guys are
I
so
don't remember
fucking...
anything about blankets. I just remember Kevin being like, I'm just gonna sleep on the floor.
I was like, dude, these two people who are like heavier than me are sleeping like diagonal across the...
I think the match is resolved.
Yeah, geez.
Cody Rhodes just won. I'm very happy.
Cool.
I just love the fulfillment of that little bit from earlier. You'll know.
You'll know.
Oh, jeez, already off to a
God,
good start.
the
this fucking
grandson of a
episode.
plumber is going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Oh my god. Fuck, where was it? Oh yeah, so I'm fighting, like, these people over my bed. And then I get so frustrated that I actually was like, wait a minute. If I just grab my brother's legs and drag him to the side, I have a spot on the bed. And I was like, wow, Skyrim has taught me so much about dragging bodies in the group chat. And to that, I think that's the first time you heard of my struggle.
Something like that.
Yeah. Tim was like, rightfully like, Kevin, are you okay? What happened at this con? But no, and then...
I think we were pretty justifiably concerned.
Yeah. I didn't message anything in the middle of my plans. I just messaged... My first message was like, man, I can't believe these assholes are making me sleep on the hardwood floor. Thank God Skyrim taught me how to drag bodies.
I remember this.
And you're like, excuse me, Kevin?
Super out of context. That would definitely raise some eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, what's going on here?
Yeah. And then oh god, and then my brother, I mean, I almost did. My brother, like, threatened to fart in my direction, and I was like, long live the king, and I tried to push him out of bed, but I'm too weak.
Oh, God.
And then we get to the morning, right? Yes, that's where we're at. We go see the merchandise stall. This is all I ever did at the con, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I basically bought a Fuecoco plush, which was probably a a resell, anyways, because I think it came from the Pokemon Center's website.
Oh, you know, like it wasn't something they made. They were just reselling official merch.
Yeah, but it was fine. It was like still like 30 and stuff, which is about average, honestly.
Oh, I have a rant I want to go on, but please continue.
Okay, yeah. Only time a person at the con talked to me out of context was about the Fuecoco plush, by the way. She walked over, she was like, hey, where'd you get that plush? I was like, oh, from the stall over there. I'm not sure if it was the last one, but... And she was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then she left. That was the only time I interacted with some random person at the con.
Kevin, would it be the Fuecoco 9-inch Poke plush?
Probably.
Do you want some information that might make you a little upset?
$10, right?
$15.99.
I mean, I fucking knew it, because, like, my friends...
How much-
Well, here's the thing.
How much did he pay for it?
About 30, about double.
Jesus, Kevin.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
That's why I don't buy merchandise at conventions.
I kind of figured, but I kind of wanted a souvenir as well. Because my friends, they bought Pokemon cards, right?
Yeah.
Granted, it's a good-looking plush, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
No, it's a great plush. It's
Yeah.
just, come on.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I almost never interacted with strangers at conventions just because I get nervous. The one time I did, somebody made the Master Sword, but as like an energy sword from Halo, and I was like, "Can I take a picture with that?" And they're like, "Sure." They're like, "Cool," and I just got to awkwardly pose with like this weird modification of the Master Sword. Let me see if I can find the picture for it. Go on.
Where was I? My friends bought Pokemon cards though, which was the real biting, because like it's not as expensive as a Fuecoco plush, but definitely it's like one of the more riskier purchases. Because like with a Fuecoco plush, I know I'm getting a Fuecoco, but like with Pokemon packs, you don't know what you're getting. They got all crap, and I was the only one that brought like a backpack to stuff all the things in. So they were buying stuff from the con, putting it into my backpack. So now I just have a front pouch of all their Pokemon cards that they don't want to resell.
Well, you know what they say about life and boxes of chocolate, right?
You corner the market?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, exactly what they say. Holy shit. I'm no offense, I'm shocked you knew that.
Yeah, no, my friend also said the same thing about lemons, and I was like, you corner the market on those lemons.
When life gives you lemons, you drive up demand.
Thanks, capitalism, for making me this way. Anyway. Anyways, I should mention though, I don't think I brought this up. It was a furry convention too. So like,
Yeah, we should clarify. The one who took him was his friend Barley the Burr, who's also on Twitch.
okay, I was gonna leave that part out, but that's fine. But yeah, no,
Well, he's rated us enough times. Frankly, probably a lot of our subscribers are his subscribers.
that's true. I did meet Barley at the con, and they were buying stuff, and I didn't want to leave their side too much, so I ended up crammed up in a body pillow section.
Oh my.
And the only joking one I thought about buying was like a joking body pillow for Chase, which was the cat with like the glasses.
The cat with the glasses?
I don't remember how I don't remember his name, but there's a cat in Animal Crossing with glasses. I can't remember his fucking name for shit.
Oh, the one that looks like Adam from College Humor.
Yes. There was like a PG one, I'll say, because like we actually did go to the 18 plus section, and man, was that an uncomfortable experience.
Raymond.
Yes.
Yes. By the way, here's the picture of me with the Energy Master Sword. Here's super uncomfortable me, almost about to go into college at RTX.
Yeah.
I
appreciate the craft of it.
Oh, it's super cool. I was like the random guy in the background who's kind of looking at us taking a picture.
Yeah, you mean like the guy with like the fucking, what is it? The
Beard.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
beard
an
and like
engineer shirt.
the shirt.
Yeah, he's like awkwardly looking at us while we take this picture. Like, why your business, guy?
Yeah. Goddamn. And then what else? Oh yeah, we leave there. We get food, right? We go to a place called Mecca, which by the way is like it's a noodle shop. I can't remember what kind of noodle shop it is, but like it's a ramen shop basically.
Yeah.
It was really good. I would recommend, but like apparently rice noodles don't sit well in my stomach.
Kevin, before we continue, what does sit well in your stomach?
You
Apparently,
have a very selective diet, and that's putting it nicely. No offense.
I think basically anything pizza related,
Or
like
Caesar wrap based,
chicken tendies, French fries, things that should upset my stomach, things that would probably make me believe that I don't need to test and check to see if I have diabetes or not.
You should probably just check in case.
Probably, but like, let's be real, I probably do at this point. But yeah, we'll
Get the cholesterol test. The higher score means I win, right?
yeah.
No, actually.
God's just looking at my portfolio with an autopsy and he's like, how did you not die in college? And I'm just like,
I don't know.
and I'm just like, bagels, baby.
Well, you know what they say? Bagels are bagel.
Bagels, I see.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna send another photo from this convention. Give me a second. Because I took 2 pictures with some interesting weapon choices. Here's the second photo. Somebody did a 3D printer model of Crescent Rose from Ruby.
Nice. That's actually dope.
Although it really shows, like, seeing someone actually holding a replica of it, that thing is so goddamn impractical.
What part of the weapons in Ruby aren't impractical? Also,
I just want to
say, the main sponsor of the Royal Rumble this year is Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Dang.
Ew.
Oh, hey, first of all, I like Pitch Black. It's a good, like, seasonal flavor. That's the best way I can put it. Ooh, LA Knight. But yeah, no. RTX 2015 was a great con. I'm very happy I got to go to it.
Yeah.
They actually had a Warthog from Halo on display, and I got to sit in it, and that was really cool.
Neat.
And they also had do you remember the episode of Immersion where they did like Mario Kart?
Yes.
They had the Mario-based Mario Kart that Michael drove. I told my friend to go sit in it because I knew my fat ass was gonna break that thing if I tried to sit down in it. It was tiny, dude.
Well, yeah, it's a go-kart, like, and one that's meant to look like it's from Mario Kart. Those things aren't big.
Like the fact that Michael or Gavin, I mean, those guys are kind of fucking tiny to begin with, so I'm not shocked they could fit in it. If I tried to sit in it, the thing would it would be super uncomfortable. I also saw the Pongo puppet. I got to touch it.
You don't touch Pongo.
I actually didn't. I would rather not. If something's on display, it's best not to do anything to it but take a picture.
Well, I meant it more like you get stabbed if you touch Pongo, but...
What's the matter, Joel? Cat got your tongue? I think you're talking about is Pongo! Is that a Muppet? Don't be ridiculous. Muppet's a trademark.
That really is a great response to that.
that was just a really good sketch.
Not dissuading the fact that you are talking to a felt puppet, but it's not a Muppet because that's trademarked.
Also, on top of it, fucking like the only other person who was like aware of what was going on was Jeff, but he was asking like the really important questions, like, "Oh, this thing's sentient?
How does that work? Explain."
Joel just wants to know why this guy's being hired to begin with. I forget what Gus asked. Gus asked like a weird question, but not one where I'm like, that's too far out of left field.
I don't know. I haven't watched the original Pongo sketch in a little while.
Oh man. Oh man. So anyway, how's it going in Persona 5? 'Cause I'm not currently actually watching the
So-
stream.
I know, Tim, basically we beat the thing, and I forgot to grind through confidence, so we're just having a chill stream right now.
He's using the fact that he has like a deadline before he actually needs to progress the story again to kind of like buff up his stats a little bit.
The right thing to do.
Yeah, basically I did, this is New Game Plus, so my stats are already maxed out, so I'm just maxing out the confidence at this point.
So I do want to mention really quickly, I attempted to do a Forspoken first impression stream.
Yeah.
And here's what happened. Not only is the opening of that game very slow and boring, I'm also not very good at streaming by myself.
Yeah, you lasted,
It's not as easy as it sounds, honestly.
you didn't even last 8 minutes.
The opening of the game, it's very slow and it doesn't really give you much to really talk about. For like, if I can rip off of something, I could, like, then whatever. But like, it's just
When
like
nothing's happening, you're not given anything to work with.
well, no, things were happening, but it's like your standard like. Okay, it's kind of whatever. Like I'm following the story. It's not that it's uninteresting. It's just like, what am I gonna say? It's like, oh, she's someone with a troubled past. She's currently on the run from these other criminals. She has a cat named Homer. Like, oh, what am I supposed to do with that?
I think near
All the weird R-world shit before the fantasy starts.
Yes.
Correct.
It's funny too, 'cause at the last few seconds of the stream, you hear me go, all right, and that's very much me going, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I may have deleted that stream because I was like, this is not even.
No, yeah, I was like, this isn't gonna work. It's funny too, because and here's the thing, that's not my thoughts on the game. The game itself is perfectly fine. It's a 6.
It's rough to like to the
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
to blah blah blah. Yeah, blah blah blah. We all know blah blah blah.
It's funny because I got to a point in the game where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of feeling this now.
Mm-hmm.
Where I feel like if I did a stream now, it wouldn't be too bad, but like, yeah, the first
Please head to the exam.
maybe 30 minutes or so are rough.
Yep. And now to test more mystery medicine.
Oh, so not only is Mountain Dew Pitch Black the sponsor of the event, they have a match called the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
Very creative naming.
Yep.
It's Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight, and hey, LA Knight's pretty cool. I don't give a shit about Bray Wyatt anymore.
Why, is there some controversy or something?
No, it's just
What?
I just think he's boring.
Got it.
You know what it is? He had a great gimmick when he started. He was like you know the movie Cape Fear with Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
Imagine that character, but as like a Louisiana cult leader.
Okay.
That was his gimmick, and he was great. And then it went nowhere. It was ultimately kind of a dud. And then he came back as evil Mr. Rogers with the twist that he was also a demon known as the Fiend, with a custom wrestling mask made by Tom Savini.
You know, that old chestnut.
And that also ended up becoming a dud. That
Shit.
one, admittedly, was Vince's fault. I will
I mean,
say,
plenty of things were.
but also, I'm going to be very real. You take away all the gimmicks for Bray, he's not that good of a wrestler. He's very boring in the ring. He doesn't really have like a good moveset or anything. It's just, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being practical when I say this. It's just, it's not all there. It's not as bad as the match where The Miz and Damian Priest had to do a match where the sponsorship was Army of the Dead and there were zombies surrounding the ring and the loser got eaten by the zombies.
I like that.
Oh, trust me, it was fucking stupid. It was really stupid.
All right.
Like, I'll give them credit. They played into it. Whenever they got close to the ropes, the zombies tried to grab them, and they freaked out a little bit. Like, all right, they're playing into it at least.
Take care.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What else happened?
I'm so confused. Are we talking about wrestling, the world, the convention? Because, like, actually there is one more part of the convention, but, like, it's more of something my friends experienced because I was out at the count at that point.
Well, how much do you know? How much can you recall for the story?
Basically there was only one more thing that I can recall. My friend went to a Twitch convention, right? Like,
Yeah.
basically there was a panel of people. They all, apparently, my friend, he's also, like, Barley's pretty good at Twitch stuff. Like, he gets paid probably more than I do and ever will, but, like, you know, I don't want to say, like, that sounds a little harsh, but, like, basically he has more experience with pay than I do. The Twitch streamers were promoting Amazon Prime subscriptions, and my friend straight up was like, yeah, no, that's a fucking lie. It's $2 compared to the $2.50 we get.
All right.
They were trying to say that you get paid more if you go through Amazon Prime, so maybe it was sponsored by Amazon somehow. But yeah, that was the only other thing. It was just like, oh, that was stupid. And then what? What else? I had something.
I do have a question. I put it into the Discord chat.
Look at it in just a moment.
Okay, so far the Pitch Black match is actually
Yeah.
kind of cool.
On the other hand, Tim, unfortunately,
Just answer yes or no to that question, Kevin.
yeah, no, we can't.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
We can't do a Huni pop for the stream.
I walked on the beach today. That was pretty nice.
Well, that's nice. I spent 30 minutes trying to parallel park. That's
30 minutes?
no, it was so we had a 30-minute break, right? There aren't
Yeah.
any parking. There's like very little parking spots out back. So like basically every morning I park like on like this place we call the Green, and then I have to pull out my car, drive to the back because that's when everybody leaves. The only two spots that were open were parallel parking spots, and my boss took the one in front of me, and so I was left with like the difficult parallel parking thing. And for the record, they did not like cover parallel parking in my driver's test at all.
Wait, they didn't cover parallel parking in your driver's test?
No.
That feels like a massive oversight.
That's a huge oversight. In New Jersey, you have to fucking do that. That's like the key part of passing your driver's test.
Yeah. Well, for some weird reason, they decided, what the heck.
What the fuck?
But yeah, I never had to parallel park. Basically for my test, the only bad thing I really did was I missed like a warning sign for a stop thing. And the guy was like, did you see that sign? And then I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Or wait, I was like, no, I didn't. I think I was honest. I was just like, no, I did not see the sign. And then we continued driving around. And then basically, yeah, no. So basically what happened was the boss pulled in and I was like, oh. And then the boss was like, do you know how to parallel park? And I was like, yeah, I know how to parallel park, because like it's on my 30-minute break, and if she's also on her 30-minute break, I don't want to fucking like ruin her 30-minute break. So here we are, it's with the parking spot, no one around. I try to back up and there's a truck behind me and my boss's car in front of me.
Yeah.
So it took me 10 minutes before I gave up, decided to see if there was another spot, and then I went back to that spot and tried to parallel park again. Took 10 minutes. I was like, okay, this isn't gonna work out. Car goes in front of me. We go around the same merry-go-round. The car fucking nails that spot like instantly.
Ugh.
and they give my boss like no room for the rear bumper of her car, but like that's fine because like she has like the frontmost spot. And I was just like, those sons of bitches. And then there was another spot that was open, and I just tucked it.
Okay, so real quick, to explain what I'm looking at right now on the TV screen.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember how like at laser tag arenas, everything would be like black, but there would be like a black light effect, everything around it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm looking at here.
God.
I also want to point out that scene was just like the stress of what's this weight on my chest, the stress of the world, everything going on me, and it's just Morgana sleeping on like the bed. Isn't that right, Kit Kat? You son of a bitch. Anyways.
Also, for a quick rant, WWE needs to stop giving Logan Paul really cool fucking spots. They keep doing it. It's like, first of all, you should stop booking him to begin with. But third of all, like, when you're booking him, stop making him look fucking good.
Jeez.
It's annoying. I want to see that.
Answer this question. Hey, wait!
Yes, I will be a hater.
I mean, it's Logan Paul. He deserves it.
But like him and Ricochet had a really cool spot in the Royal Rumble match. And I'm fucking mad about it. Because it was a really cool fucking spot.
Fuck. I have to bail Ann out of politician question. I don't know what to do. What's his phrase?
Oh.
Oh, what's the question?
It's what is the phrase? My country, right or wrong? What does that convey?
You unquestioningly support it.
Of course. Oh no, the original meaning would be like something like, I have a duty to correct it. I can't change its path.
I think it's you can't change its path. I think.
Okay, wait, hold on. We got it. Okay. You have a duty to correct it. Okay, they gave us a second chance. I saved everything. We're good. I didn't fuck it up.
Nice going!
Fuck it up!
Oh, when exams... I forgot I have to go through fucking exams in this game. Oh, there's no confidence for today. What do I do? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to speedrun this bitch.
Guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die. It's Danny Phantom and his famous catchphrase. Guess I'll die.
Yeah.
Me when I'm talking to a girl and things are starting to get really good. Guess I'll condone ghosts.
Yeah, that... What else?
That was a weird end to a match. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
Thanks.
That was a weird end to a wrestling match. That was a weird spot for a giant question mark. It's like, here's the thing.
I can't even put into words as to what the fuck just happened, so don't worry about it.
Cool. I also appreciate the giant awkward silence behind you being like, yeah, go and ghost me when a girl talks to me and I can't go through with it, and then there's just dead silence. Like, we all haven't fucking been there before.
It's so... It's like... You don't want to... You're like, oh god, it's working out, I don't like that.
Yeah. It's like, oh fuck, I actually have Riz! Gotta bail!
Did you just say Riz?
My friends...
Kevin's trying to be hip with the kids.
My...
No, it's because this is like the third or fourth time I heard it this week. It's just really funny.
Yeah, my friends, fucking friend, my friends at work, they're like younger than me, so they have all the younger lingo. So I learned about Riz recently.
Love it.
And apparently like I unknowingly was like flirting with a customer, and they're like, "Man, look at the Rizosaurus Rex over there." And I'm just like, what? Meanwhile, I'm just like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Kevin, you flirted with somebody?
Apparently.
Unintentionally, that's the best part.
Yes. Like, I'm not even aware of it.
Kevin could be the biggest fucking Chad in the world, and I don't even think you would ever know it.
No.
It's like, Kevin, you seen Demon Slayer?
No, and I do know the general course of the plot, but yeah,
It's like how Zenitsu is only good at fighting when he's asleep. Kevin can only flirt when he's not aware he's doing it.
That's what I need. I don't need a wingman. I need a man to hit me on the head with like a bowling ball so I fall unconscious.
Now you're just making me think of the bit from Harvey Birdman's Fred Flintstone episode. Fred gets bashed over the head with a bowling ball. He changes personality.
What was the fucking... Fuck, I can't remember it now. Oh, I saw a Twitter question. Is Johnny Bravo a Chad or an incel?
What's the difference? Oh, fuck!
Well, someone brought up a point. Johnny Bravo doesn't have an ounce of hate in his body except for Carl.
I wonder if I could hunt him for sport.
Because, frankly, every time Johnny gets turned down, he just fucking deals with it. It's like, alright.
Nothing fucking stops that, man. He just moves on, keeps going.
It's like, I'm not worried about it. Alright, she doesn't want to sleep with me? I don't care. There's other women. And they'll still say no to me.
Remember when Johnny got catfished by an actual deer and then just went along with it?
Yeah. Of course I remember that. How am I going to forget?
No one can forget.
Oh man, that's such a great show. And like, look, frankly, all the women in the world can never stop him from his true love. Samurai Jack.
Take care.
I see you like to wear a lot of black. Yeah, you're pink. Like, that was a very half-assed Johnny Bravo, I'm sorry. I can't do my Elvis voice at the moment.
That's the other thing, is design-wise and voice-wise, he's this weird Greaser Elvis Fonz combo.
I love it though.
You're back.
He looks like, and then of course, you strap on some fucking red, white, and blue, do some weird stuff with his hair, you get All Might, baby.
Yo.
Just split his pompadour in two.
Whoa, young Midoriya. We're gonna have to fuck some things up with you, and let's see what happens when you use all for one. Or is it one for all? I can't fucking remember.
Actually, you know, Tim, to answer your previous question, I'm gonna say, Johnny is not an incel, because that one episode where he got turned into a woman and just fucking kept on doing his business.
He knows what's up.
Yes. All right.
Fucking Johnny Bravo, man.
Speaking of, he's a huge himbo and he needs to learn to take no for an answer, but...
Like, otherwise, he's fine. Real quick. Speaking of Elvis voice, I love the fact that, who's the guy who played Elvis in the movie? Austin Butler?
Yeah.
The fact that he's, like, struggling to not talk like Elvis. I
It's
love
a very distinct voice to do for long periods of time.
Like, and he still just kind of does it casually, and I'm just like, you know what, let him do it. I don't care.
Austin Butler talks like Elvis now. We have to accept this and keep moving.
Look, I'm all about it. Just as long as he doesn't copy everything else about Elvis, we're fine.
Yeah.
We had
Like
to make
apparently
the
dying on a toilet.
That's literally the least concerning part about Elvis.
Jesus Christ, no.
But it takes. But I'll do it. I guess I'll-
Why?
Kevin, what don't you know about Elvis Presley?
Everything, apparently.
No, don't look into his wife. Just do not look into his wife. You know what? Speaking of which, rest in peace. Elvis's daughter. She died recently.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, rest in peace. Fuck.
Didn't someone who also worked on like Sesame Street recently pass away too?
Yes. I don't. Jack, who was it? Do you know?
Sorry, what?
Somebody died from Sesame Street.
Recently?
Or was it the Muppets? I can't remember.
Correct.
I mean, there was a death last year with Emilio Delgado, but
Was there not like a
and, well, and
recent?
Bob McGrath also died last year.
Was it last year? Could have sworn there was something.
Yeah, Emilio Delgado, who played Louise, died last year, and Bob McGrath, who played Bob, both died last year.
Let me just open up my news to be depressed. Why not?
You're probably thinking of Bob McGrath because he died in December.
Maybe,
That's
yeah.
probably it. Yeah.
Dude was 90.
Damn, that's a. Could you imagine living to fucking 90? That's not even. That's not even comprehensible for the human mind. It's funny. Currently, not to put it in Fortnite terms, but the final two are kind of Dick Van Dyke and Bob Barker.
Don't you fucking put that curse on Dick Van Dyke.
What about Bob Barker? What did Bob do to you?
I'm just saying, don't fucking like jinx Dick Van Dyke. He's still kicking.
Well, is he 98?
He's 97.
Fuck. Nothing will ever make me happier than the episode of Screw Up Road I got to edit, where they talked about Bob Barker being dead, and I was like, Bob Barker is not dead.
You think? I think they were talking about Alex Trebek. I think that's who they meant.
No, they're talking. Well, they probably meant Alex Trebek, but Jake. Well, no, because Jake was very much talking about Bob Barker because he did the quote, "Spare and neuter your pets."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I'm gonna carry on his legacy." Is he dead? Yeah, he's fucking dead. And I was editing. I was like, Bob Barker's not dead. I did a quick Google search and I fucking went in and put editor's note, Bob Barker is still alive at 98 years old.
I don't mean to interject, but like that fucking high five from Ryuji, every time we throw our hands back, I can't tell if it's because his hand high five is so powerful it hurts, or if we're psyching him out every single time.
I don't know.
Just like, I don't know, it's one of those things. Submit your theory. Like, is it the change of heart on the shadow or the treasure being stolen? What causes it? It's up to you, audience, because I'm too tired for that. Get Matt on the phone. Unless Matt's in trouble, and then I'm like, okay, I didn't know.
Also, going back to the Elvis thing. Oh yeah, steamed vegetables. What Mama make for you? Fried peanut butter banana sandwiches and horse tranquilizer.
The Elvis twins.
Man.
That's such a great joke.
Yeah, no, they really only serve as background characters, but it's a great gag to just make two Elvis clones to represent like Elvis at the height of his career and Elvis at the lower end of his career.
You know what? It's kind of one of the injustices. Look, there's many injustices to the Elvis movie, but I think one of them is just how shitty the Colonel really was to him.
Oh, he's an utter scumbag.
Like, look, again, Elvis Presley married a 15-year-old. We will never.
No, Elvis was no saint. He part of the reason the Colonel was able to do a lot of things he did is because Elvis went along with a lot of it. But
yeah.
But between the two of them, the Colonel was a monster.
Yeah, no. Look, yes, his marriage with Priscilla is concerning, and everybody should fucking look into it because it's not great. However, if it weren't for the Colonel, Elvis probably would still, at the very least, have died in the 2000s.
Like, would he have been as famous? Maybe not, but he would have been alive and probably a lot healthier.
Bullshit. Elvis was famous when he was alive, and he was famous before he died. The people who say Elvis didn't become famous before his death, I don't believe that for a minute.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I just meant the Colonel as his fucking promoter.
But
Again, we can't say what would have happened because it's all fucking hypothetical and that will get us nowhere. But
also, like with the movie, they even angled it like, I'm not sure any of this is, but Elvis wanted to go on tour around the world. He wanted to leave Vegas and do more, and the Colonel kept him hogtied to Vegas.
because that's where the Colonel could keep control of them and keep the profits close.
And it's like, could you imagine how famous Elvis would have been if he left the States?
Suppose, yeah.
Fuck, like he would have been bigger than he is now. Whoa, mom.
Oh, hey.
That reminds me, the actual real life historical bit where P.T. Barnum tried to become like this legit like showman and like went international, like touring like opera singers and shit like that. It did not end well for him, and he eventually came back and kept doing the sketchy circus shit. But
You mean torturing these people for
Yes.
hours on end? Yeah, no.
like, also, yeah, for all you guys who love The Greatest Showman, like, I'm not going to deny the set pieces and musical numbers are great. It's an awful fucking, like, biographical piece about P.T. Barnum. Almost nothing about what they, like, display is at all accurate.
Which is, look, no offense, it's one of the downsides. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's one of the downsides to literally any biopic.
Especially a musical biopic.
But, P.T. Barnum, yeah, he was a fucking monster. Greatest Showman? Yeah, good movie.
Oh, it's a fun movie. Pure fiction.
Pure, yeah, no. Come on.
Although I will say the story of like the supposed affair he had with the singer he took international, that was an actual rumor that was spread in real life. And when she found out about said rumor, she was verbally and visibly disgusted by the pure thought.
You can't. He was a fuck ugly guy in real life.
I mean, I wouldn't say he was fuck ugly, but he wasn't pretty.
No, I've seen some pictures. He's fuck ugly.
All right.
Oh man. You know, I started watching the Elvis movie. It Happened at the World's Fair. That's an interesting start to a movie. I don't know if you've seen it, Jack.
I have not actually.
I only say that because I feel like you would have, because it's
60s World Fair.
Yeah, exactly. But
It's funny, after you mentioned the title, It Happened at the World's Fair, it's like, this is the last time I watched Tomorrowland.
Fun fact, that was Kurt Russell's first movie.
It Happened at the World's Fair?
Yeah, he's a kid who kicked Elvis in the shins.
Ah, that's awesome.
And guess what? Kurt Russell ended up playing Elvis in a movie.
Yeah.
Well, in a TV miniseries, still.
Plus, Kurt Russell always gives off a bit of an Elvis vibe.
All right.
Kurt Russell's just one of the greatest actors who never really got the fame he deserved.
I think Kurt Russell's a pretty household name. What are you talking about?
But, like, let me put it this way. He's kind of like Matt Dillon. Like, yeah, everybody knows Matt Dillon. But did Matt Dillon really get all the movies that he kind of deserved?
I mean, dude's rich and famous. I don't think he has much room to complain.
No, of course. And I think, and if I'm being very honest, I think Kurt Russell has a better career than Matt Dillon ever could have. But I just feel like, as all things considered, guy could have gotten a lot more. But, like, look, it's funny seeing, like, you look at Kurt Russell's filmography, it's, like, mostly Disney movies throughout his early career. And then, after Fox and the Hound, it's like, oh yeah, and then he played Snake Plissken in Escape from New York.
Uh-huh.
Like, not even a year later. It's like, Kurt, what the fuck happened? It's like I met John Carpenter and I got fucked up. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, the Fox and the Hound one was purely because he was a Disney kid.
Oh, he'll always be a Disney kid.
Dude opened Space Mountain.
And you know what? I think he's happy with that. If he's not happy with it, then he I don't know what to tell him. But
Morning.
Space Mountain, fucking You know who else is a Disney? Not so much a household name, but he is like a Disney adult rather than a Disney kid. Bruce Campbell.
Really?
Not like a lot of movies, but he did a Herbie movie, which I think that's a Disney property, right?
Oh yeah, very much. No, I totally forgot about how big he was for the Herbie movie.
And then Sky High, and I think he did a few other films in between that. Coach Boomer, great character.
A jump name that has aged phenomenally.
Well, he's such a great character too. I love that movie.
You know who's a total Disney adult who's famous in another, like, who's a Disney adult in another way?
Is it also a Sky High cast member?
No. He has acted in Disney stuff, but when I say he was a Disney adult, I mean it in a very, like, the dude loves Disney kind of way.
Who?
John Stamos.
Yes.
John Stamos has an absurd private collection of Disney parks memorabilia, including ride vehicles, which include a Dumbo car from Dumbo the Flying Elephant, and one of the cars from Snow White's Scary Adventures, and the D from the Disneyland side.
Yeah, he didn't give her the D, but he sure showed her the D.
Hey, he also has one of the caterpillars from the Alice in Wonderland ride, I think.
Right.
No, wait, no, I don't think he has that one. I think there's just a photo of him in it. Never mind.
All right. If you're a chick and you can sleep with any dude, who would it be? John Stamos.
I mean, yes, but
he is a handsome man. He's a very good-looking guy.
John Stamos, or as Pepe the King Prawn refers to him, Juan Stamos.
Stop.
You want that one?
Watch Muppet Haunted Mansion. It's fucking hilarious.
Fuck. You got me on my Disney shit now. Fuck. I don't know. Like, as a look, with any corporation, I fucking hate them. But like,
Oh no, I'm a very big believer. Criticize the corporation, encourage the artists.
yeah, exactly. Because as a front for the arts, they got some good fucking shit there.
No, Disney brings together a lot of really talented creatives who are constantly fighting their way through a lot of corporate horse shit.
It really is a testament to the artists, if I'm being honest. Like, they really do show their all.
Bye.
Because especially post. Why am I looking at what the? Sorry, I'm watching an Applebee's commercial with two pro wrestlers who are actually married in real life, and one of the wrestlers, Seth Rollins, is wearing a see-through T-shirt that has like sparkles all over it at an Applebee's.
Well, that's not Applebee's.
I can't even describe what the fuck I'm looking. First of all, I love Seth and Becky; they're great. But also, that's a fuck ugly shirt. See-through T-shirts were never meant to be good. I know, such a hot take coming from anybody.
Yeah. Also, this is the last day before we're expelled.
I was gonna say, you should probably continue the story now. But, going back to my previous thing, like, John Stamos is such a Disney Parks nerd that his response to, like, after seeing the, like, premiere of the Muppet Haunted Mansion special was talking about how it integrates the ride.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not wrong.
Alright. Sounds good.
Which, again, it came out, like, God, did it come out 2022 or 2021? I can't remember which. 2021.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, like, a regular, like, October watch for me.
It's a good special.
Alright, which one?
I think I don't know about you. I think
Wait.
think Werewolf by Night should be like a regular watch.
That's also definitely on there. Fucking Michael Giacchino's directing debut.
Fucking, you're bringing in two really obscure Marvel characters and Man-Thing, which like some people kind of know about him.
Also, real quick, Muppet Haunted Mansion, one of the last roles of the late Ed Asner.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
I just love that, like, Werewolf by Night. Like, okay, we got Werewolf by Night, which is already kind of a weird character to begin with. First of all, terrible name. Terrible name for a character.
Yeah, it's an old school comics name. What are you gonna do?
Elsa Bloodstone, or Blood Moon, I can't fucking remember.
Bloodstone. They're named after the artifact, the Bloodstone.
Love her. I was introduced to her through Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Love her. She's fucking great.
Marvel's resident monster hunter.
And then, of course, Man-Thing, who, yes, I know he's the poor man's Swamp Thing, but, like, I love Man-Thing.
I like him.
I have a Man-Thing comic. It's not great, but, like, it's got, like, the fun B-movie shit to it. I enjoy it.
I do love, like, whereas DC took Swamp Thing and tried to ground him more by, like, telling the horror of, like, that this isn't even the same man anymore. It can't be called that anymore as the guy who fell into the swamp.
Yeah.
Man-Thing, and both are, like, guardians of, like, a larger power, but Man-Thing, they swung in the full opposite direction. Oh, this dude's fucking weird. He guards the multiverse, and the multiverse is in the Everglades. The Nexus of all realities.
I'm sorry, what?
The entrance to the Nexus of all realities is in the Florida Everglades.
No, I
believe it.
was just reading an item description. Apparently it's blended. What? It's a tea blended with placenta, and I'm like, wait, what? Am I reading that right?
What? What?
Water of rebirth. Well, okay. Apparently that's a thing.
No, I can't. Oh no, that is what it says. That's unfortunate.
Yep.
That's
Well,
a weird fucking sentence I just heard. Jesus
yeah, the water of
Christ.
rebirth. I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need to drink that. Thank you.
Moving on.
Yep. Now we just gotta act like that never happened.
Let's cut this out. No one should be cursed with this.
No. Well, I mean, it's not our fault. It's the game's. But we're not.
I feel like this episode has a lot of TikTok-worthy moments
Yeah.
so far.
Just like, well, shit.
Between me screaming yes to the Royal Rumble finish and that, we have a lot of shit to work off of.
Yeah.
For
You could
TikTok
fucking
edit.
export the entire fucking con bit as like a YouTube video on its own. What the fuck, Persona?
Oh,
What the actual I don't even know what to do
shit.
today.
Alright, we're on to the Women's Rumble. It's gonna be great.
Yes.
Change the subject.
Women fighting, please. Don't take that out of context, though.
Please, take it out of context. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Kevin, go to school.
I can't go to school. It's Sunday.
Sunday.
I was trying to look for a job, but I forgot how to. I don't think I've been introduced to that mechanic yet.
I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
I need to figure out how to end this day. Apparently my one plan to spend the day just went down the drain. So I have to go to LeBlanc again, even though I was just there.
Oh man, this match is starting off with Mommy anyway.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a pro wrestler named Rhea Ripley, and part of her whole gimmick is that she's super hot, and she's like the quote unquote mommy, like the goth dom mommy type. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So she has a T-shirt that says "I am your mommy," but it's spelled like the Spanish mommy. Here. I think Jack.
Sorry, I'm almost... Now I'm thinking
Jack
about...
only wanted to be able to see this, but
I'm now thinking of that Family Feud bit with the girl who like says "mommy" like in 5 different like tones and accents.
Here you go, Jack. You can speak for me on this one.
Oh yeah, no, that's about a dead-on description.
Ah, I see.
Kevin sees. He understands.
This is no good.
I may be oblivious as fuck, but I know.
I understand.
I see.
What's with the sun?
Now we're here.
Bet it's
Finally the
girls that
assembly.
jump. They don't have to tell us. There was that weird calling card. We're lucky that morning practice got canceled though.
Wait, who's walking out? I wasn't paying attention for a second.
We're
Oh,
at
it's Liv. Oh, great. It's Liv. No, I love Liv Morgan. But also, I just saw an opportunity to quote Spider-Verse.
I have been reborn.
Oh,
Because
That is what
only her friends call her Livia.
No, only her friends call her Liv.
So why the
enemies
fuck did
call
NA
her
call her that?
What's this about?
Did the volleyball team do something?
I don't know, fucking people associated with Superpowers Book Club.
physically abusing my team. I am the reason.
Superpowers Book Club. Oh man, I really hope we don't have to get into Catcher of the Rye today.
Meanwhile,
That's a book I have so many conflicting feelings about.
Sentence.
The one
Nah, man.
Stop. Stop.
I am.
The fact that that's like kind of, I mean, it's not true in the sense that it'll make you want to do that, but it's true that it was a book.
That's that book's legacy, as fucked as it is.
And the fact that some fucking maniac decided to use that book as his reasoning for killing a famous rock star.
Don't run, you.
But like, here's my thing. On one hand, Holden Caulfield's kind of annoying. On the other hand, Holden Caulfield's a teenager who doesn't know how to deal with grief.
Absolutely right.
Like, yeah, no shit, he's kind of annoying.
Punished under the law. And
he's also
atone for my crimes.
I think there's more going on there than just, oh, he's just some bratty rich kid.
I did horrible in return.
my
for giving
teacher basically made me read that book, and then immediately we had to write a story as unreliable narrators.
having relations.
Because, like, think about it. Holden's brother died.
Yeah.
How the fuck?
Also, while we're talking over it, the Kamoshida is like fucking confessing to all his fucked up shit in front of the whole school.
Yep.
Morning's assembly is over.
Wait, hold on.
This just like what that. Does this mean the Phantom
Who's
did
next?
something done to Kamoshida?
I don't give a shit.
Wow. He doesn't care who we're gonna send the calling card to next. How dare he?
No, it's just Dana, bro.
Wow. Yeah. It is always funny when you say things out of context that kind of relate to the story. Like, wow, he's confessing his sins. Who's next? But no, you're talking about wrestling.
I'm talking about the Royal Rumble. I should give preface. Royal Rumble. Here's the rules. 2 people start the match, and every few minutes another person enters the match. You get thrown over the top rope of the ring, and if both feet hit the floor, you're out of the match.
I got it.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And then like like it can get to a point where like 16 people are in the ring if nobody gets
I had
eliminated.
you all wrong. I didn't know that.
It thankfully doesn't ever really get to that point. They're pretty good at controlling that in the booking.
No. It's
I think at most they try to keep maybe 8 people in the ring at a time.
Well,
Alright.
I can't apologize. I swear.
This is actually this is a pretty solid Rumble so far. It's not the best one I've seen, but like I mean of the 2 I've seen so far tonight, they're pretty good.
we made Kamoshida apologize about Shiho.
You should hurry and tell.
Yeah.
Then yeah, no. Basically the gist is if you win the match, you get a world title match at WrestleMania. That's the prize.
Nice.
But it's a last man standing kind of thing.
Does this mean
Exactly. Who the fuck won last year? I can't even remember.
Our target
Was it Brock?
So we can get him to confess.
Okay, so Morgana did.
They're my favorite.
To be so
Shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry, what?
Because I was talking about Brock Lesnar, and I just said Brock, and he went for the Pokemon joke.
It was right in front of me. I couldn't
Wow.
say
God, if Brock from Pokemon played Brock Lesnar, everybody would be fucked.
I think you're forgetting about one other Brock.
The ultimate. You know what? Frankly, I want to see Brock Lesnar suplex an Onyx. I'd pay good money to see that.
God.
So I probably mentioned this on chat before. I heard somebody refer to Brock Lesnar as somebody who could teach how to be white at Princeton, and frankly, that's the perfect way to describe him. Now, not that Brock Lesnar is racist. He's not.
No.
He's the most German man to not be German.
God, I'll tell you what my coworker fucking said to me about my major after the show, but goddamn. Jeez, she fucking burned me. It was the worst.
What happened, Kevin?
We were talking about stuff, like we were talking about like commercials and stuff that were like considered controversial for the time, and like, or like how they've changed over the time. And like, yeah, that's what my major basically involved, looking at signals and like how they're interpreted today.
Yeah.
Can't fucking say this next part.
Oh God, Kevin, just text in the chat and we'll see if it's appropriate. Is the fucking armored hot dogs commercial?
No, no, I did get cut off really awkwardly at the Cheerios commercial though.
The chicken dogs. Hot dogs. Armored hot dogs.
Oh my god.
The commercial so ear-grating and annoying it became a joke in Demolition Man.
Hey, you know what? That's a great fucking movie. I say that as I just let out a fucking nasty fart. I'm sorry.
So fucking.
Welcome to Lone Night Game.
Welcome to Lone Night Game.
Hold on, let me see this.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It's not.
Okay, Kevin, your major is gentrification. Got it.
No, it's just like she just walked up to me and was just like, oh yeah, we basically try to like make sure we don't have too many stereotypes flow through our commercials. So she was like, yeah, so basically you're making everyone white. I'm just like, god damn it.
Gentrification, right?
Yeah. I'm just like, whoa. But yeah.
Oh, the Bailey's in the match now. Sorry, I moved from my living room to my bedroom. Sorry.
Yeah. No, though it does remind me of the other time where like she got frustrated because all of us who work at the smoothie, or like where we work, we're all like about 6 and she's about 5. So we put like some things on the top shelf which she can't reach. And she's like, why do you men always have to make my life difficult? And then I just laugh and she's like, what is it? And I'm just like, nothing. And then she's like, oh fuck, I messed up the story. Because what prompted this was like, what are men actually good at? And I'm just like, laughed. And she's like, what? And I'm like, sexism. And then in my head, the fucking American national anthem pops into my mind. Yeah.
That is not the national anthem.
Oh yeah, the national anthem. Oh, America.
The real national anthem.
America. Fuck yeah. That's like the bit from fucking when Roddy Piper was feuding with one of the Guerreros. And he came out, he was in Mexico, he's like, you know what, while I'm here, I'm gonna take my bagpipes, and I'm gonna play the Mexican national anthem. And he takes his bagpipes, and he goes, yeah, no, people were throwing fucking trash cans and fucking bricks at him for that.
Damn.
They were not happy.
Where's that?
It's a place
He was a bad guy to the fullest extent.
I'll leave.
Oh man. Okay, so anyways, we found out what the medal is worth, 30,000 yen, which is about, multiplied by divided by 100. Oh. Oh, it's only $300.
Is it?
Yeah, yen's about like a penny in America, if I remember correctly.
Frankly, that value doesn't even fully. It's not. The values have changed recently, so it doesn't equate as smoothly anymore.
Right.
So 30,000 yen today would be $230.
You're back.
We're talking 30,000, but dang.
No, the real.
So yeah, no, 30,000 yen is $230 in the US. Very, very underwhelming number.
I mean, again, it used to be that it would be closer to 300, but the values of the currencies have changed.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I don't fucking care to really look into this shit.
No, well, I used to think it was a nice thing where yen and dollars converted pretty easily. You just move the decimal point a couple spaces,
Wow.
and you'd have like an approximate value. But no, inflation's a bitch.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it really is. I remember when soda used to be $1.50 and now it's $2.50. I don't ask how I remember this, but like basically just remember like all the times me and my dad went to like gas stations when we had to drive down to New York, and now it was always $1.50 because I always wanted the sodas. And now that I'm an adult and I can see that thing and I have that memory, all it does is upset me about inflation and how my soda prices have increased by $1. And it also proves that I haven't.
True sign of inflation will be when Arizona tall boys start costing more than 99 cents.
Right.
Without like whatever convenience store you're at, just putting a shitty sticker over the guarantee.
Right. The amount of times I went like to a gas station and I saw a Joe Biden sticker being like, I did this.
Oh, that was really fucking funny. Like when the prices started to go back down.
Yeah. Oh, when they forgot to remove
For the
the
record,
stickers.
don't forget that House Republicans completely blocked a motion that would have allowed sale of oil in order to bring gas prices back down again.
To our next topic. Just recently,
Fuck, we went political. That's fine.
Hey, you brought Joe Biden into it.
Look, I just remember that time with all the stickers and everything.
He would touch me and stuff all the. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
Also, it's
They were only.
looks like Sujiro's finally on to us. We're just like, yep, we didn't do anything to do this to deal with the school thing. That wasn't us. And he's just like, that's your school, right? And it's Kamoshida confessing his sins, and we're just like, we're not causing any trouble. Please keep us in the house.
Young man, are you forcing bad people to admit their wrongdoings before the public?
Yeah.
What have I told you about that?
Not to.
Okay.
That's correct. Be a fucking cog in the machine like the rest of us.
Okay. I'll go take my capitalism pill.
Yeah.
Just goes out, buys a lottery ticket, comes back. That reminds me, I have a $10 lottery ticket I need to cash.
For the record, in the actual context of the game, Sojiro does not pull a Pa Kent from Man of Steel.
No, he's very much alive.
Well,
I think
Well,
part
no,
of the reason.
I meant in telling you not to do like telling you it would be a bad idea to do things that would be good.
Well, honestly, Jack, for the first part of the series, he doesn't even know.
No, yeah, of course.
He suspects, but he doesn't know.
Just in the midst of like Henry Cavill leaving the DCU and Snyder fans being at their most obnoxious, I just want to remind people, like, Man of Steel was a visually good-looking movie, and Henry Cavill was a good choice to play Superman. I genuinely do not believe Man of Steel is a good movie,
Yeah.
much less a good Superman movie.
I was about to say, what was I going to say? I think part of the reason I wanted to do Royal was because I also wanted to do Scramble at some point.
people who were living normal lives suddenly went mad and deranged.
Is that the dancing game?
No, it's the other. It's the Warriors style fighting one. Not really, but like.
That's Scramble.
Yeah, Scramble's the no. Dancing with the Stars is the dancing one for Persona.
I know, but it's not called Scramble.
It's called Persona 5 Scramble. What are you talking about? What do I have to fucking hit the home?
Strikers. It's Persona 5 Strikers.
Motherfucker, why was I thinking it was Scramble?
That's what I'm wondering.
Where the hell did I get it was Scramble?
That's what I want to know.
Why have I had this Mandela effect and it's only me? I guess that's what being wrong is.
Oh, I've heard that things are... A teacher named Kamoshida, and it happened all...
Hey Siri, Persona 5 Scramble. Fuck, it is Strikers.
I told you.
I don't know, maybe that was the beta game? Who knows? Maybe that was the beta name. Who knows?
I'm gonna give you the benefit of a doubt and Google Persona 5 Scramble.
I think it's only gonna bring up Strikers.
I'll even like make it more vague, say Persona Scramble.
You know someplace that...
Okay, I think I know what the confusion was. In Japan, the game was originally known as Persona 5 Scramble, the Phantom Strikers.
Ah, yes.
Hey.
So what, were you playing the Japanese version of the game?
No, I think when it was announced, I only heard the Japanese name, and then I just never questioned it when I played it.
Yeah, no, when they localized it, they changed it to just Persona 5 Strikers.
Yeah.
Shortened the whole thing.
Also, thanks for your contribution of 30,000 yen. Meanwhile, I have like 4 million. Got it. Just gonna take this shifty bag from from our model gun person.
Don't be a snitch.
Look, I know those people get stitches. Also, do you think that's like an old enemies design in like the right? There's just like this guy with like a gas mask helmet on. And like
you think it was like a previous like model for an enemy type?
Maybe.
It's got the vibe. I won't deny that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it.
Yep. Yep, I should get going. You shouldn't see what's in the bag. Look, there was no good way out of this. I'm very bad at covering up. It's just my McDonald's Happy Meal. I mean, my Big Bang Burger meal.
What were more
Give me a little.
Well, come on. A real gun? It's incredible, though. There's something weird. Hey, I just had.
Yeah, let's talk to the man about the real weapon that we promised not to look in the bag of. That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, I saw the news. It's getting a... Yeah. The reaction's been bigger than what I don't think we did any... I wonder if...
Yeah.
And yet, look at us. Let's meet in front of Shibuya. Oh, and did you pawn off that medal?
Yep. I remembered to sell the medal for $30,000, even though I have 4 million. But you know, it's a thought that counts. And by $30,000, I mean 30,000 yen.
I was gonna say it would be a very different question if we were talking dollars. Also, frankly, I know we talked about like, oh, that's not that much. For like a single gold item that like the guy has to like go through a lot of channels to properly like sell to people who can process it correctly.
Yeah.
That's about right.
It's probably
like, frankly, that's a pretty generous price. For something dubious as like, hey, do you want to buy this Olympic gold medal off of me? Totally, it's real. Like, frankly, him giving you like $200+ is generous.
Yeah, it's an Olympic medal, but they probably sell it as a fake medal.
Well, I mean, it is a fake medal by technicality.
Mm-hmm.
It's an exact replica of a real medal, including the materials, but...
Right. But it is a duplicate, basically.
Oh yeah, I heard that the. That's troublesome.
Yeah, but how are they going to tell? If it's an
Uh,
exact replica of the exact materials, how are they
Look.
going to tell?
we got a buyer, so that's all that matters. It's up to him to sell.
Also, y'all make that money and immediately blow all of it.
The Phantom of. Well done. Now I can.
Oh wait, the important part's coming up. We get to name our team.
Yeah. Hey.
Hello?
Hello.
Tim, you're just in time. We get to name the team.
At some point. Soon. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm actually like 10 minutes off.
I need to eat my way through the entire.
Hooligans.
Look out.
The Phantom Hooligans.
I like it.
Damn. I think I named mine the Nobodies at first because I thought there'd be a funny moment where it's like, nobody is trying to steal my heart.
What is this, fucking Kingdom Hearts 2?
Hey.
What is this? Who am I, fucking Odysseus?
Oh god. No, my parents just got back from a party, and I have a funny story that I will tell off stream because it's something. It's not inappropriate for stream, but it's personal, so I really
Okay.
I get you.
Fully
And
understand.
you viewers will never hear this story.
Never.
hear it.
That's the end of it. Tim, I saw a Game Changers clip today that was rough.
What do you mean?
Sam was torturing Brennan.
Oh no! Why would you torture Brennan?
I mean, because he gets joy out of it. But no, basically, the name of the game was that he was going to show you a picture of a bird, and if you named the bird, you could get a point. And so for the other two contestants, he was showing them very basic things and accepting very basic answers like chicken, pigeon, peacock. For Brennan, he was picking these really exotic and like hard to identify birds and would only accept their exact name.
Were any of them ospreys?
No.
Cool. Because ospreys aren't exactly exotic. Fuck. But, I don't know. Sorry, I have fucking weird-ass birds in my head right now.
Nobody wants your birds, Brennan.
Fuck you!
The story about how Kamoshida got his ass kicked.
It doesn't sound like a serious story.
Don't
worry about it.
You know, a friend of ours just retired, so my parents went back to my old neighborhood for the celebration dinner.
They're doing this in front of the actual.
So I was reminded of a quick but dumb joke that I really like.
Nothing.
Why does Batman not wear bright colors?
Well, that was.
To blend in with the night.
So,
because Batman doesn't want to get shot. Why does Robin wear bright colors?
So because Batman doesn't want to get shot.
Exactly.
You don't know. Well, actually, do you know the actual reason why Batman makes Robin wear those colors?
I know the answer they've given, and I think it's kind of horseshit.
No, bullshit, because you know Bruce is a psychopath.
It's all ratings go up when you show
For fans who don't know, the canonical reason, quote-unquote, is that Bruce wants any of the Robins, specifically Dick, to... Oh, hey, Becky's out. He wants the Robins to be able to blend into the shadows no matter what they're wearing, even if it's the most obnoxiously brightly colored outfit they could pick.
I mean, the original reason was that Tim's suit was based on his suit in the Flying Graysons, which, if you're trying to keep a secret identity, is a terrible idea.
Well, yes, and also that's Dick, but...
What is he?
You were dressed quite well.
I know, I prefaced that was the original reason.
Well, you said Tim.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Are you sure I wasn't just referring to you? I might have... Granted, I could have brain fucked.
You might have been referring to me now that I think about it. God damn it. This is the first time this has happened.
Tim, were you in an argument with Jack about something that you actually agree about?
Yes, this is... Jack,
I'm fully acknowledging I could have word saladed the whole thing.
Jack was probably talking about me, but I was thinking he was talking about Tim Drake instead of myself.
Yeah.
Again, when we're talking about the Robins, that's an understandable
Yeah.
misunderstanding.
Also, somebody said, thank God the new Tim Drake comics give him proper body proportions, and I'm like, no. The new Tim Drake comics are fucking ugly as sin. I don't care if they give him proportions. They look like shit. Also, Tim Drake was fucking ripped like a few issues beforehand, so I don't know.
I think Tim is the one where it makes the least sense for him to be fucking ripped.
He was like, well, it was like a gradual, like, getting in shape kind of thing, you know? But he wasn't like Jason thick. He was just like, you could tell he was putting on some muscle.
I can only imagine.
Oh, yeah, I know we talked about it during the Dead Space. Did we talk about it during the Dead Space stream? No, I think you, me, and Chase talked about it the other night, but, like, I keep seeing clips of Hi-Fi Rush, and it looks fantastic.
It looks like a great game.
I gotta download it this week. I'm very interested in playing it.
I'll probably buy it tonight.
Well, again, I'll just download it on Game Pass, because it's on Game Pass.
You know what I bought because it was stupid cheap on PlayStation Store? Titanfall 2.
Here's the thing. Play the story. As much as I hate to say it, the multiplayer is, like, unusable at the moment.
Wait a second.
Got it. Hey, you know what? I still got a pretty good story waiting for me, don't I?
No, yeah, you definitely do. Single player is really solid in Titanfall 2.
It was really $4 on PlayStation Store, so
yeah, that's absolutely no brainer.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
I gotta check.
No, like, basically the only way you can, like, properly use Titanfall 2's multiplayer anymore is if you have a private match.
Was this game?
1v1, Jack. Let's do it. I'm just kidding.
I would fucking wreck your shit.
What shit? I never played the game. You give me like a month with Titanfall, I would destroy you.
Excuse me, but
Is that a challenge?
I don't care.
It's a threat.
Opinion, you incompetent buffoon.
What do you want?
Well, I saw.
Real quick. The way you said that reminded me of that one audio. Are you a top or a bottom? I'm a threat. They're a bottom.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I know.
So, are you guys familiar with who Scott Steiner is?
The name sounds familiar.
Steiner math. They say all men are equal. But look at me, look at Samoa Joe. You know
that weirdo who wears the chainmail on his head.
Yes, okay. So you know who Scott Steiner is. So Scott Steiner did something to me that, like, it hit me and it really sat with me. He said, in wrestling, threats mean everything. But sometimes you gotta look at the guy that's making the threat at you. And that really sat with me. So I'm like, you know what? He's got a point. Because sometimes somebody can make a threat, but they're the biggest bitch in the world.
Yeah.
And then he followed up with, and that guy's fat!
What took you so long?
Wow.
So he followed, someone commented, we got the most comprehensible sentence Scott Steiner has ever said, followed up with the most nonsensical thing he's ever said.
Looked at me. I wonder if we're out of.
I got freaks cheering for me 8 days a week. There's only 7 days in a week, Scott. Shut up!
Anyone with a.
Same for them having to change a heart if they're treasure.
That's the level of steroid use that man has.
So, I mentioned earlier, I'm currently replaying through Heavensward and Final Fantasy XIV, and one thing that becomes a topic towards the latter half of the expansion is that, so a lot of shit that goes down in 14, not an incredible amount, but a good amount, is usually caused by an ancient civilization called the Allagans. And the Allagans were basically your typical, like, power-hungry, technologically advanced empire that, like, died of their own hubris. That kind of deal. And they left a whole lot of tech scattered all over the place. That's caused plenty of problems. But the biggest thing that acts as kind of the initiating event for the original Final Fantasy XIV to have become A Realm Reborn is the Allagans had a nasty habit of going, like, and invading different peoples, and when those peoples inevitably, like, were reduced to the act of summoning to, like, try to defend themselves, the Allagans would then imprison the summon for the use of its, like, in order to siphon off its own power for their own purposes. The biggest one they did this with is when they went to war with the dragons. And the dragons summoned a primal version of the dragon Bahamut. And the Allagans did what they usually do and went to imprison Bahamut. And to do this, they needed a prison so large that it orbited in space. And like eons later, after the fall of the Allagan Empire, everyone just assumed that it was the small red moon was a natural occurrence, that it was a second moon that the planet had.
Damn. Okay.
Until, flash forward, the Garleans, the modern evil technologically advanced empire, not nearly as advanced as the Allagans, decide, you know what would be a great way to defeat our enemies? To develop a technology called Meteor that's sole purpose is to pull the Red Moon Dalamud into the Earth and crash it into them, wiping them out. Well, they progressed with Meteor, and when they finally started to use it, it became very apparent that to everyone there that it was no moon. It was a prison. And Bahamut was released and proceeded to destroy cause destruction around the whole world.
That's awesome.
Cool. We're also
as a story, it's awesome.
Like that, the latter half of what I just described of the Garleans trying to pull like Dalamud down and it releasing Bahamut is the opening cutscene for the game today.
Yeah, you showed me that one.
And it's fucking badass. Great music, great visuals, fucking terrifying.
I mean, it's Final Fantasy. I kind of expected it.
And through, I don't really feel bad spoiling this next part because, frankly, it hasn't become like required content like it once was. For a while, it's a very mysterious thing. Is like, well, how did everyone survive? Because no one really knows how everyone survived and how a good chunk of the damage, but not nearly all of it, was undone. It used to be there was a raid series called The Binding Coils of Bahamut, where you would like fight through like these different raids, ultimately leading up to fighting Bahamut himself and learning what happened. Basically, there was a mage named Louisoix who was a major NPC in like the original version of Final Fantasy XIV, who not only like cast a spell in order to protect everyone else and like a time manipulation spell to protect everyone else. He then channeled a primal version of the Phoenix in order to fight off Bahamut.
Okay.
I panicked. We're now the YOLO squad, because hooligans may or may not be considered offensive on the internet.
What? Who's offended by hooligans? I'm not saying that it can't be.
It could be interpreted as that, I think.
I guess. Fine,
we're all Irish, so that can't be offensive.
Oh, fuck.
But, so it would be
you
like...
sure? Because, like, I don't want to go online and trigger somebody with this name.
No, I'm doing it right now.
I just want to double check.
I will be back in a...
We were just called hooligans, like, recently in all this time you were talking.
Well, no one's commenting. Where are you seeing this, Kevin?
I just thought of it. Like, it's like, what if this is considered offensive to people?
You guys sort it out. I'm careful. Called the YOLO Squad. I'll be back.
Okay.
Call nobodies, Kevin. Go with your original name.
Okay, Ted. We are now the Teds. I have no idea. Fuck it, we're the Teds. Teds, let's go with this name. Fuck it.
You do know hooligans is a thing that the British gave to the Irish, right? And I'm pretty sure all three of us are Irish.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. For some weird reason, my head was like, is it a risk? And I was like, okay, if it's a...
It's literally, it's a slur in the sense that it's really not a slur.
Oh. Well, fuck. Anyways. I don't know.
Again, it started towards our kind of group.
Right.
Don't you think more people...
That's not true. If we become better...
I don't know, I guess I just wanted to go for a safer option just in case. Like, it does relate to us a lot, but like, I feel like it's better to go with a safer option here. I panicked halfway through and I was like, I'll go for a safer bet.
I guess
Ooh, orange. Sorry. No. Anyway.
Anyways, we're here now. We're being interrogated again.
Another world in which people's and on top of that,
Well, it's all true. A talking cat in another world.
Honestly speaking, that all sounds absurd. Still, it can't be considered.
Well, now you're just talking insanely.
Well, yeah, of course. And for some weird reason, she hasn't decided. She hasn't decided to kick us out and leave us to die.
Perhaps. Very well. The questioning's not over anyway. The next to receive a master of Japanese.
Yes, this guy.
Kamoshida as to why this man was targeted. Where did you come to know him? Start by telling me.
Now we're going on to our next person, an artist.
Oh, I hate those kind of people.
Man, he just couldn't get paid in exposure. I can't say that shit. Damn, that's so fucking dark though. He just didn't want to. He wanted us to pay for art, but no, it's fucking too cruel.
You want to pay for art? Oh, you're a freak. No, I'm just kidding.
Exposure, man. Exposure's where it's at. Fucking goddamn.
Support artists. Pay for
Pay them. Fucking give them money.
Don't be a pussy.
Yep. Oh yeah, now we got pictures of the event. There we are.
Me, I personally donated thousands of dollars to a fucking podcast. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't.
Yeah. I donated $10 million worth of official Lone Knight Gaming funds to the band.
I did personally donate money to a podcast a friend of mine is starting.
Oh, that's cool.
But that's a friend of mine. It's different.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I was gonna joke that I dumped all of the Lone Knight Gaming funds into hot tub streams.
Heaven no.
that was my contribution to the. Like you weren't making.
Kevin, is the host at least attractive?
Maybe.
Who's the host, Kevin?
I don't know. I just saw the hot tub.
Either way, are they hot?
I just looked at the hot tub and I was like, man, these poor kids. That looks like an expensive hot tub. I'll cover the hot tub costs.
Kevin, they already paid for it. They already paid for it, Kevin. That was a very Jerry Seinfeld-esque response.
Yes.
Oh, this chick looks like fucking Sombra. Oh no, she's the. It was like the kind of goth girl from Street Fighter.
Oh.
Thanks to the cutscenes, the rehabilitation is going well.
Not either.
No.
What?
I don't know, my head went like pink or snake, but I don't think that's right.
Hold on. Jury.
Alright.
Jury?
Yeah.
Like the duty?
Yes.
Okay.
Nah, jury. I might not be pronouncing it correctly, but yes, she kind of has that look to her.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck is happening. I wasn't, not on purpose, I wasn't really paying attention to the women's rumble at the moment. I had a lot going on at the second. All I know is Becky got knocked out. I'm very sad about it.
Aw.
I love Becky Lynch. She's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She is the modern day Stone Cold. But even that's kind of it's kind of an injustice to say that about her character. I think she is very much her own.
Right.
Oh yeah, they say different. Oh, to be clear.
And I think the reason why people make that comparison is because when Stone Cold made his, how can I make this statement correct? When Stone Cold really became his character, if that makes sense, it was when he was bleeding out of his forehead, locked in a submission hold from Bret Hart, and Stone Cold refused to tap out to the submission hold, so he just let himself pass out from the pain and let himself lose that way. Like, he would rather just pass out from the pain than admit defeat. And that's when everybody's like, no, yeah, Stone Cold's the guy.
Most importantly, it's
Becky Lynch got punched in the face for real, really hard, and her whole face was just squirting blood. But she fucking owned it, and she looked like a badass when it happened.
I'll keep an eye out.
And I'll try to dig.
We went.
There.
Granted, it wasn't during a match; it was during like an impromptu fight during like a promo segment. If that makes any sense.
Right? Yes, it does.
Yeah, Nia Jax punched her in the face and fucking broke her nose in the process. Yeah, I love that detail. Becky's nose got fucking broken during this, and that's why she was bleeding severely. But then she went to the crowd, turned back to the camera, and was like, "Look at me, I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna fucking destroy everybody."
If something disappointing were to, do you understand?
Yes.
She's the man, and that's all I have to say.
Yes.
Man, she got up there, dressed in boys' clothes, and played some soccer.
No, she shut the fuck up. God damn it. I even had the movie She's the Man in my mind, and yet still slid right by me. No, Becky Lynch's ring nickname is The Man Becky Lynch. That's what they call her.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. She was the Irish lass kisser beforehand.
Oh?
Yes, because she's from Ireland.
Ah, I see.
She's the last kisser. Or the last kicker, my mistake.
Are you listening?
Sorry, Becky, don't beat the shit out of me, please.
I can't comment because I'm also afraid of getting the ass kicked out of me.
Kevin, don't worry, you don't have an ass. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wow, how dare you insult my booty? That is the true thing that ends the show. not the hooligans argument, but calling my booty flat. How dare you?
Kevin, are you getting your squats in?
No, I don't know how.
You want a squat?
I mean, kind of, but not properly.
You know what, Kevin? You know what we need to do? We need to get you an MCU movie coach.
So I can work on that ass?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I do want America's ass. I'll at least be the runner-up for America's ass.
I'll always be angry. Because, who's that?
Me apologizing for being a bitch.
Who's that?
He's a side character in Persona 5 who, like, when you first meet him, he's like this just very meek, very cowardly guy.
Yeah.
But, like, the Phantom Thieves become more of a thing. He becomes, like, a fanboy.
He was the guy that Kamoshida used to spread rumors.
So, Jack, you caught me at the perfect time. I was about to make a rant about Marvel actors.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Actually, real quick, did you hear the story going around?
Is it about the guy from Blade 1?
No, well, I heard that, but that's not what I was going to talk about.
No, what's going on?
Reportedly, it's been confirmed that Galactus will be the villain in the Fantastic Four movie, and that they've already got a cast in mind.
Is it? Please tell me it's who I think it is.
They haven't announced it, just saying that they do have someone cast.
I saw somebody pitch the Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he's such a good choice for it. I love that actor. I can't think of his name at the moment, and I'm sorry. He really is he's a great actor. He really is. Like, outside of that show, he puts the work in.
I will say
though. Real quick though, I was about to say.
Also, it's Andre Braugher. I think that's
Andre Braugher. Yes, Andre Braugher. That's his name. Sorry, I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't think of your name at the moment. I'm gonna go on a Chris Pratt rant, and it's not one most people usually go on. So, between what we've known of Chris Pratt pre-Guardians to Guardians Chris Pratt, what do you usually think of?
Okay.
Like pre-Guardian Chris Pratt?
Yeah, like you think like schlubby.
Andy from Parks and Rec.
Yeah, you think of like kind of out of shape Chris Pratt, and then Guardians comes out, he's like super in shape Chris Pratt.
But like, you and I talked about this before, so I know where this is going.
Motherfucker was in shape before Parks and Rec. He purposely put on weight
to play
get the role.
Yeah.
Well, fuck himself.
Don't get me wrong. Did he get like really jacked for Guardians? Yeah, he did. But like, so does almost everyone who's playing a superhero.
So like, that story means absolutely nothing to me now, because he was already in shape before he played Andy.
I mean,
he was in. Thing. Nah, he can. It's one of two things he can get bent for. It's not the conservative thing. That I can like.
Yeah, frankly, of all the celebrities who I like present as conservative, like he's the least obnoxious I've seen.
Yeah, it's the whole like disowning his fucking disabled son thing that I'm more concerned about. Anyway, moving on from
that fun little discussion out of the way.
Wow, this all started with Tim insulting my ass.
Oh yeah, Jack, you weren't here for that. I told Kevin he didn't love his ass.
Yeah, Tim and I got like into an argument about like the team name, and then we calmed down a little bit. We talked about the what was her name? The Irish. What did you call her? The Irish. Yeah.
What? Hold on, you guys are talking over each other. What?
We were talking about Becky Lynch, and that her nickname is the Man because she's the Man, Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But before she was the Man, she was the Irish Lass Kicker.
To which Tim incorrectly said the Last Kisser, and then he was like, "Wait, I don't think that's right." And he's like, "Oh shoot, sorry, Becky Lynn. Please don't kick my ass." I'm like, "Yeah, don't kick my ass either." He's like, "Kevin, you don't have an ass to kick." And how dare he? Even pointed out I don't know how to squat properly, even though that was me.
That was on you.
Yeah, that was on me. And then he suggested I go through Marvel training so I can get an ass.
But no, like that's the other thing about the Chris Pratt getting in shape for Star-Lord thing. Like he's hardly unique in that regard. Almost like remember when Kumail got like frighteningly shredded for the Eternals?
It was a little gross when he got ripped for it, because like it wasn't like now I'm not looking. I'm like, okay, he looks fine, but the initial pictures for when he got in shape, like he doesn't look healthy.
I think they did the thing where they dehydrate slightly to like increase the muscle definition.
That's what it is. It's like drink water.
Well, no, it's very much an intentional thing for the sake of like showing it off.
But please drink water. Like, if I could see
it's unhealthy physical standards.
Yeah, if I like, look, you having a little bit of fat on your body is not concerning. You not drinking water is super concerning.
Also, I'm currently talking to the best confidant in the entire game, arguably.
Well, also, Kumail...
the street orator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His story is very wholesome.
Dude, Shotzi Blackheart just came out. So for context, Shotzi Blackheart comes out in a fucking mini tank in her entrance.
Wait, like
I think you told me about her before.
Wait, like a mini tank top or a miniature tank?
A miniature tank.
Okay.
Here, wait, Kevin. I'm gonna put a GIF in here for you.
Okay.
Come on, give me the good stuff. There it is.
Oh, damn, that is a miniature tank.
Yeah, I know. She's awesome. I love her.
Is that legal to use?
It's a Nerf cannon.
Of course it is. But does that count in the ring?
I don't think that's.
Hello?
Chase.
Hey, Chase.
What's up?
Not much. Kevin's streaming Persona 5 Royal.
God damn it, I can't see spoilers. Gotta go by.
Oh, fuck. Chase, no!
Like, it's only on Twitch.
Chase, no, this was released during the pandemic. Come back! Damn it. But yeah, that was one thing I was going to comment earlier. Some of the guards were wearing masks, so I was wondering if this was released during the pandemic era.
Hey, but you better have them. Sometimes they even breach them. Look, I ain't a bad dude. For example, you help me out with smuggling goods, and as a reward, I'll introduce you to the special menu with good prices. What do you
I'm
say?
now helping Y out with some special business.
That's on a need-to-know bit.
I don't like the phrasing of that.
What? He's
frankly.
just selling really realistic models and needs some things taken care of.
Now what's it gonna be?
Like evidence. I think that was one of the examples, and I was like, oh. In fact, I can actually view the log. Let me see. Da-da-da. Oh. Oh no. You helped me out with my business, smuggling goods, destroying evidence. Well, you know, it's all for the weapons.
You should be great.
You know, I always forgot how shady the Y quest line is, if that's how you pronounce his name.
I wasn't looking.
It's just I-W-I-A-I.
It seems you had I'm spill.
I would like if this one, the confident person was like, I am thou, thou art I, you, forge new confident, would be just like, you sure about this one? I mean, you heard what he was describing your relationship as, right?
Oh, his fucking tarot card is even the hang.
Yeah, it's
That's not a good thing.
Nope. Again, wait, is it better than friggin' the doctors with death?
No, not really.
The one who's giving me
like both like typically when read are not like signs of positive things.
Nope. Playing through Persona 5 Royal. Oh, I don't want spoilers. Sorry, that's just a little funny to me.
Hey.
God, I have to edit this shit tomorrow. Also, I don't want to jinx it, but it seems that, like, my cold has subsided.
Yep.
Shit. No, I'm trying not to crack up while laughing.
Kevin, stop. I'm just kidding.
Stop, don't. Don't psych me out like that. Damn it.
So, for context, I want to say something really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So during the men's Royal Rumble, Logan Paul came out, and all the wrestlers circled him in the ring.
Beat the shit out of this one.
They just beat the fucking shit out of him.
Get this asshole out of here, and then we can go back to business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sadly, he stayed in the match for a good 15 minutes.
Of course, they have to draw it out. He paid
Dude,
for that.
They were probably told you have to let him be in here for at least this long.
Mm-hmm.
No, like the rant I went on earlier, they keep booking him strong, and he's doing great, and I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
He's phenomenal. He's actually really good in the ring. That's the worst part about all of it.
Really?
I hate it. I'm a hater. I'm gonna die being a hater. No, I'm not, but...
Yeah, you're right.
If Logan Paul has 1 million haters, you can bet I'm one of them. If Logan Paul has 1 hater, it's me. If Logan Paul has 0 haters, I'm dead.
This place is off.
I live with that sentiment.
We'll get out of here once we're done. Anyways, what's Miss Council Pret?
The troublemaker, the center of gossip, and
Fuck, she's on to us already.
by the way,
Sorry, this is the first time we meet Makoto, and she's already on to us.
Well, I mean, she's been skulking around for a while. Like, you just haven't really talked to her.
Yeah. But
Bro,
now
they just eliminated The Rock's cousin in like a minute. Yeah, so forgot that I want to say really clear really quick. There was a rumor that The Rock was gonna win the Rumble for about 3 months.
I didn't expect someone like you would care about that.
And last week they announced The Rock wasn't gonna be available to actually wrestle because he hasn't trained for it properly. And everybody was kind of afraid, like, are they lying to us? Is he actually gonna come out and wrestle? Thankfully, no, it didn't happen. For once in our lives, we were happy to not see Dwayne wrestle. Man, Black Adam really did a number on his reputation.
Oh yeah, no, that kind of like showed some cracks in the facade.
It really hurt his, because like even the wrestling crowd wants nothing to do with him at the moment.
Like I'm sure it'll calm down and he'll be back in business before too long, but for now,
for now he's gone.
So
yeah, but his cousin.
Right, finish your thing.
No, I can get back to it any other time.
Well, no, because I'm gonna go on a bit of a like tangent for a little bit. So finish your thing first.
So this is in relation. So his cousin, I think this is like direct bloodline cousin, Nia Jax. She injured Becky Lynch a while back, and it led to a really famous bit with like Becky Lynch having a blood-covered face. Yeah, Nia Jax just came out and immediately got eliminated by every woman in the fucking Rumble.
We need a name and a.
Cause they're like, nah, we're not fucking with you.
So the thing I was gonna say, I know I kind of like went on a thing about this in the Discord chat, but so they announced some of the details about the opening for Tron Light Cycle Run at Magic Kingdom at the beginning of April. And one thing they announced that I think is very good, and I think this should be the fucking standard, but that's another discussion, is how the locker setup is going to work. Because for those who don't know, this is a coaster, a roller coaster they're putting into Tomorrowland next to Space Mountain in Orlando.
Yeah.
And the basic gist of it is you're riding a light cycle from Tron, like cool like sci-fi bikes. The thing is though, due to the way you are going about simulating riding them, you can't really bring bags or anything onto the coaster. So this is the first Disney ride like ever that has at least stateside. I can't fully speak for like with full confidence about foreign parks, but where you are required to use a locker.
Yeah.
So because basically how it works is due to the fact that it's like a bike position and you're leaning forward, it has a back restraint. And so you can't really wear a backpack or anything, so they require you to put bags and hats in a locker. They do let you keep like phones, like keys, glasses, that kind of thing, because they have a little tinier compartment in the cars for you to put stuff like that on.
No, never mind.
But how they're actually doing the lockers, it's not like some coasters at like regional parks where you like there's a big locker bay where you have to like put all your stuff in before you even get in line. It's about near the halfway to the latter end of the line. You'll pass by a wall of lockers and you'll be instructed to, like at that point, put your stuff away.
Oh my
and
God.
In the case of Disney, you just use your ticket, or if you have one, a Magic Band, to like scan a locker. It'll unlock with that, and then like you can put your stuff in. Then when you get off the ride, you pass by the locker bay on the other side, and they're double like sided lockers, so you can then just retrieve your stuff out the other end.
Mm-hmm.
That is so goddamn convenient. It should be the standard. Because Universal did a very similar thing with the Velocicoaster that they opened up the other year, and it just works so smoothly.
Also, it's time.
Oh, Morgana, transform!
He's now a bus.
I've always thought of him more as a van.
It is a van, but like it's a minibus. You never
I know,
had
it's meant
those.
to be a cat bus reference.
Yeah. Bless you.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that.
This comes from the way cognition materializes in the metaverse.
Hold
It's not dissimilar to how you guys train.
You turned it into a car's.
For some reason, cats turning
Anyway.
For some weird reason, cats turning into buses is an extremely widespread cognition among the general public.
No, because you said it's time, Kevin. I'm gonna put a GIF here. Not GIF. No,
Morgana, no, we don't have time for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Jack, this is what I'm gonna leave for the it's time.
There were tons of stairs, and
It's time.
Have you ever seen this movie?
No.
Please.
I've seen the clip, but I haven't seen the movie.
It's time. And then Chuck Norris pulls out a rocket launcher and blows the motherfucker up at point blank range.
It's like that stupid meme of like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that RPG at point blank? You're gonna kill us both, you idiot. Put that thing away before you hurt someone.
I had a flashback of that fucking treasure chest. I'm sorry about that.
But I think it's funny. Like, so again, for those of you who haven't like been watching us long, I'm a theme park guy. I have a channel, Park Hopping with Jack, where I talk about theme parks and shit. I'm also on TikTok now. Check me out.
Yeah.
But basically, I've noticed recently Disney has been like putting in some rides that like are like lean forward type rides, where again it incorporates a back restraint, which basically that sounds like kind of weird and like what is that? It literally just means a pad like leans forward against your back to like just make sure you don't like fall backwards while you're leaning forward, making sure you're in place because they can't do a lap bar because you're leaning forward. The other instance where they've done this is the Avatar Flight of Passage ride. Where that's like a whole simulator where you're in like a motorcycle style chair because you're supposed to be riding the Banshees. Interesting what they do with that is they, instead of lockers, they basically behind each of the seats, like against the back wall behind you, they have these shelves where you can put all your stuff in, like your bags, whatever. And then like I won't spoil too much because it's a really fun, unique experience the first time you go on it. But then once the ride ends, you're right back in that spot. And you can just turn around and pick up your stuff.
And again.
Yeah. Holy shit!
Do I want to know what that was caused by?
So Mommy just won the Royal Rumble.
Damn.
If you saw how the match ended, yeah, no, that was a pretty fucking crazy moment. Anyway.
Yeah, anyways, we discover mementos.
So, I think if I ever get into TikTok, here's two things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Straw Hat Goofy thing of just talk about movies.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, this is a movie I watched. I want you to check it out, maybe. Or at the very least, here's my thoughts if you should check it out or not. Second thing is if I'm doing any production stuff that's not related to my actual job, it'll just be behind the scenes buffoonery.
Yeah. Just sharing like outtakes and behind the scenes stuff for the stuff you're going to be posting to like YouTube and stuff.
Exactly, because I read it for understandable reasons I can't do that with my actual job. Excuse me.
Yeah. Also, one of the most funny things is like when you have the like minor shadows to take care of, like minor person shadows, like they turn into personas. So this person who's been stalking his like ex-wife turns into like a happy jumping child monster. Kind of kills the tone a little bit.
A little bit.
So it's just like you're sitting there and just like, I'm a cat murderer, and then they turn into a unicorn, and you're like, what's going on here?
I couldn't stop obsessing.
Hold on. Are you talking?
But yeah, now we're getting into how we know about the second palace person, because this guy was abused by this other person, like basically. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Not to denounce the channel as a whole, because I think the channel itself needs to exist. I think Screw It Brew It, if they had a separate TikTok channel for like best of clips, I think that would actually do a lot of good for the main page.
Damn, saying that while Chase isn't here.
Wow.
Well, I thought about it because like, there's a lot of moments from the show out of context that are just fun. They're just so memeable.
Yeah, kind of like what Kevin does with the Lone Night Gaming TikTok. I get it.
Exactly. Like, and I'm not saying that like Screw Brew on its own isn't worth the viewership. It's just I think because of the generation we live in, having a TikTok page dedicated to clips of Screw Brew could lead to people being like, "What's this from? We should
Tim,
check this out."
that's not a roast. That's a suggestion. You're acting like it's mean, but no, that's literally the only reason I do this stuff is to promote Lone Night Gaming, which doesn't really work, but you know.
I get it.
I was watching Nope, I think last night. Or it was either last night or 2 nights ago. No, it was definitely last night, never mind. And it was OJ telling M, don't promote your side shit when you're on the job.
Oh yeah, because she does her whole spiel like I do catering, make a mean grilled cheese.
Well, she's like, I'm an actress, I'm a singer, I'm a director.
I'm a seamstress.
I do motorcycles.
No, she just starts like fucking hawking her like I want to work in Hollywood shit. I get it.
Totally get it. I totally get it. But also, like, I get M's perspective, but I also get OJ's perspective.
Oh, I
like,
totally get OJ's perspective. Like,
OJ's
I'm trying to like help. I'm trying to help this business, and I don't need you fucking just like trying to hawk your own shit at the same time.
Like, I was on a job a few months. Fuck, I was on a job a year ago. Shit. And I was talking to a guy, and we were talking about like personal projects. And I was telling him like, oh, I do some like stuff on YouTube here and there, and he wanted me to like talk about it. I was like, dude, like I'm on the job. I can't be like pushing my own shit like that. I'm regretting that decision now.
See? What? That wall wouldn't budge when I came here, but it'd be weird for the deepest part of Mementos.
So you're thinking there's...
Yeah. Now that Kamoshida's palace, I knew something had...
So I'm debating between 2 looks, because I'm kind of growing out like a bit of a stubble on my face.
Mm-hmm.
But like I want my mustache to be like the main show, so the stubble's gonna stay kind of light while the mustache stays more permanent.
Yeah.
So it's either gonna be 2 looks. I shave the stubble, and I look like an FDNY guy who moved out of New York City because he got too scared of the amount of minorities moving into his neighborhood.
Who is this egg child?
Oh, that's Jose.
Or I keep the stubble and look like a permanent alcoholic for the rest of my life.
My name is Jose.
Oh, Jose. They actually pronounced the J.
Wait, what?
His name is Jose.
I'm not calling him that. It's Jose.
It's Jose. I don't care how he pronounced it.
I would call him Quavo before I call him Jose or Jose.
Because Jose makes me sound like a white person who doesn't know how to do Spanish.
As many of them as I can.
It's just a little robot studying. I think it's a robot. It might be human. I don't think I ever. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think this kid was ever
in here with a fucking beach buggy loaded up with crap.
Yeah, he upgrades like mementos for you. Like you get more XP and money if you turn in certain amounts of flowers or something like that.
Is he also exclusive to Royal?
Yeah, yeah. He purifies the seeds we collected that were in Royal too.
I definitely don't remember this kid.
You know what's the first of all? Did y'all know they rebooted Night Court?
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't know that actually.
Fucking.
Is it any good?
I know Night Court was a show from like either the 80s or 90s. Can't think of which decade. But they're bringing it back, and like I'm all about it. That's a good concept for a sitcom, no matter what decade it's in.
I haven't like watched the whole thing, but I've seen a lot of clips of the original, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I think that's a strong sitcom to bring back. Anyway, Jack, you and I had this conversation. One of the few times where I failed the Spanish language was a conversation with you when we were talking about the Curse of La Llorona.
La Llorona.
La Llorona, yes. See, I did it again, but differently this time.
The MMOR make a your kind of sound, not quite. You gotta roll it a little bit, but.
But I pronounced the L's because, like, in my mind, I kept reading it. I'm like, I know it's Spanish, but it just feels wrong not to say the L's here.
La Llorona.
Llorona, yes.
La Llorona. Okay, it looks like John Larroquette's coming back for the reboot. That's interesting.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I kept thinking of Night Court, and it made me think of the... What was the show with Phil Hartman from the 90s? News Radio?
Mm-hmm.
That's where fucking... I think Joe Rogan got his start in comedy on that show. But, like, it's exactly what you thought Joe Rogan would have been doing when he started comedy, a.k.a. he was the dumb fucking guy on the show. What the
Okay,
fuck?
so it's not just a reboot, it's a sequel series.
Oh,
It's basically a new judge, Abby Stone, who is the daughter of Harry Stone in the original.
Nice. Okay.
Well then.
Also,
Yeah. Abby Stone, Abby Stone, daughter of the late Harry Stone, follows in her father's footsteps as she presides over the night shift at a Manhattan arraignment court and tries to bring order to its crew of oddballs and cynics. You ever seen the clown clip?
no, but I've seen clips of the OG show and it looks pretty good.
Oh, I gotta find this bit.
So, I want to talk about News Radio really quick. Because I know I mentioned Joe Rogan. I want to make it clear. There's a lot of big names that were attached to the original News Radio. And when I first heard about the show, I only heard about News. So, you're fine. When I first heard about News Radio, which was only about like roughly a year ago, they kept a lot of the guys I worked with who they are fans of the Joe Rogan Experience. They're like, "Oh, Joe Rogan got a start on the show. He's fucking hilarious." I'm like, "Shit." I mean, he probably got a start in comedy. Maybe he was funny then. I watched clips of the show. Joe Rogan's the only unfunny part of the show. Like, consistently, he was the one really unfunny part. He's just a meathead who they had on the show. Hold on, I'm gonna watch this bit right here. Hold on.
It's fucking funny. I love this bit.
Oh yeah, right. We also got a wishing star, which allows us to do cool combo moves later. But for now, it's just a worthless star.
At last, the power of the wishing star is mine.
Jeez.
But once I get my wish, I'll finally have the one thing that'll make me truly happy. Oh,
Jack, shit, this is just my weekend in Atlantic City.
what's that? What's that? All the magic in the world for me and no one else.
I'm kidding.
No one else gets any.
Last time I've been to AC was fucking... I was a child, and I stayed in the hotel playing the N64 emulator on the TV.
Kevin talked about how we got a wishing star in the game, and I couldn't help launch into Puss in Boots quotes.
Oh,
specifically Jack Horner quotes.
Because he's the best part of the movie.
Of course.
Oh, that was horrible. Your wish is horrible. You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster.
Oh, what took you so long, idiot?
Wow, that was really loud.
Also, no offense to the love of my life, Florence Pugh, being in that movie, but yes, Jack Horner's the best part of the film.
I mean, Death being, played by the guy who,
like Little Escobar and
Pablo Escobar in Narcos is also fantastic.
Oh, of course. Dude, that's a movie that has Banderas and fucking Hayek in the cast.
True.
Like, it's a good movie. It's a good cast.
It's a really solid cast, really solid writing, very funny while also being really emotional and well animated. Point is, watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's not what you, if you haven't seen it yet.
No.
God damn it.
I don't have friends to go. I feel weird going to movies by myself, and I don't have friends to go see them with me.
God, you sound like my mom.
You know what, Tim?
I actually she actually used to give me shit for going to movies by myself.
You know what,
I
Tim?
wish I could just do it, but like I feel weird.
Am I gonna have to fucking drive up to New Jersey to make you go see this movie?
It's funny because my brother took my goddaughter to go see it. And I'm like, fuck, that's like my one chance to go.
Fuck it, what are you doing next weekend?
You're not driving up to New Jersey for that.
Fucking watch me, bitch.
Fuck, what were we talking about beforehand? Oh, AC. Yeah, no, fucking. The last time I was ever in AC, and it's also the only time I've been there. My sister's got tickets to go to a Hannah Montana concert because, of course, right? And while my sisters and my mom were at the concert, my dad and I stayed at the hotel we were at. And keep in mind, my brother was in college at this point, so he wasn't here for any of this. And I stayed back at the hotel, swam in the pool, because fuck yeah, it's a pool. And then an N64 simulator, I'm like, what do you got? And they had Donkey Kong 64, I'm like, fuck it, I'm playing Donkey Kong. And
This is back in the days where like fucking hotel TVs would have like a controller hooked up to like a box, like a pay-per-play box system.
And I loved it. I loved every second of it. Because, bro, it was Donkey Kong 64. I'm not going to pass that up. And then, like, the next time I experienced that was years later. It was a different hotel in a different country. They had Xbox 360 set up. And I rented out. And both of you have rights to make fun of me for this, because I just didn't know better at the time. I rented out nuts and bolts.
That's sad.
I didn't know better.
Still sad.
Bro, all I knew was, oh, Banjo-Kazooie, I know these characters. I never played any of the games beforehand, but I knew who they were. Yeah, no, I was not happy. This isn't just like according to like what the interview, like the web interviewers were saying. It was really just me being like, this opening is fucking too long and I'm not having fun.
Anyways, I think this is a good time to stop.
Oh, we're gonna call it there? Alright.
Sure, right? Oh, wait, what the fuck? Hold on, it's only 11:33?
Yeah.
Well, we have been going on for 2 hours, 27. Are you guys still in?
I'm just chilling playing Final Fantasy, so I'm down for whatever.
I mean, the Royal Rumble's still going, so I'm just chilling out.
You know what? I feel like I should, like... This has been a great episode and all, but I feel like I should do the exams and stuff off camera and then start us off in a place where we're not doing that. And by that, I mean...
it's more appropriate, then it's fine.
Yeah. Oh well, it's fine. Anyways, next time on Lone Night Gaming, I'm not doing this so I embarrass myself by failing the exam.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna tell Chase we're done with the stream so he can come back.
Alright, I'll hit end stream. Have a good night, everybody.
Kevin, I have one question for you before you end the stream.
What?
What year did World War II start?
$1938.
I actually don't know the answer to that question because I don't know the European front that well. Go on.
Okay, sure.
Fucking luring him into this fucking trap, I see.
Wow. Let's just end the stream. Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
Click the
You're
links.
off by 1 year, Kevin. It was 1939.
Damn it. Click the links, do all the social things. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
We'll be there.
Somewhere.